GroundWrk Live, episode 7. We're here, man. You know what I'm saying? Whole lot of motherfucking team shit. My name is Josh Joran. Across the table from me, my brother.
My name is Cheat Code.
And shout out the CSSB movement, man. You know what I'm saying? We're at home, man. We're actually in this real cool room right here, outfitted by the motherfucking Zoods. So big shout out to the Zoodcast, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got Grode in the rocket ship right now, you know what I'm saying? Driving over there. We got Big Boss Bobby on his left. There's a whole lot of team shit going on today, man, as usual. We're actually a real cool show. If you're tuning into this live or if you're just catching it a few minutes after it starts, we're doing this right before the Zoodcast. This is like the pre-Zoodcast GroundWrk Live. You know what I'm saying? So tune in with the Zoodcast at 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? They're over 100 episodes deep. Make sure you tune the fuck in with them. You know what I'm saying? So a whole lot of team shit. You know, what is that, like the 4 count? Somebody counted. I think that's 4 times already. 4 team shits already. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we used to count those, huh?
Hey, today we've got a dope show plotted for you. You know what I mean? Shout out my brother Cheat Code. He hit me yesterday with what we were going to talk about, and I was like, that's going to be a fun conversation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to toss it over to him. I'm going to let him kind of get introed into what we're talking about here and get this conversation rolling, man. GroundWrk Live, episode 7.
Yeah, sure, bro. I mean, there's always a lot of talk. This term comes up in our industry like a good amount, right? Every once in a while, people blow up, and then you hear the term industry plant. So I kind of just wanted to I kind of wanted to like break down what that is, and right now the most recent
industry plant.
Yeah, I guess if that's what you want to call it, is Forbats. And if you are on Instagram, TikTok, you might not even know the name, but you probably heard the viral audio.
It's actually crazy because Cheat Code literally, he said, yeah, bro, we're going to talk about Forbats. I'm like, who the fuck is that? He's like, you've heard him before. And I'm like, no, I haven't. And he's like, yes, you have, bro. And then fucking I went and looked on the Instagram and I was like, oh, yeah, I have heard this dude. Yeah. It's a dude that was on the, what is it? The 4 shooters only fucking platform. And he fucking had that crazy ass voice. Yep. That's how you explained it to me. And I was like, oh, yep, I remember him.
Yep. So the way that I think we're going to try to break this down is not just a discussion of fucking our opinion on if bro is an industry plant. I really want to go back and see, because the arguments are usually an industry plant. You don't know where he came from. He kind of came out of nowhere. Hella views. He's an industry plant. Usually has this big ass connection or something like that. So fuck it. Wanted to kind of see where he came from, where he is now, what you could find on him, you know what I'm saying? So that actually is probably the first thing that we could go to, because I think that's the first thing you can find really is the on the block mic video, whatever the fuck you want to call it, on YouTube. And yeah. Yep. And if anyone knows what On the Block is, the songs do not sound like that. So
no, sir.
That was like, I think that was probably the first viral-ish thing. The music, the songs actually came out like in the first one. They said July.
23.
So he's got 3 songs. The first one came out in July, and then the next one came out a couple months later. And then he did that On the Block video, like in December. And then he recently released one, I think, like 2 months ago. Either that or he released 2 of them in November. Or December type shit. So yeah, man, I mean, we'll probably get on the phone real quick too, just to kind of see, but I'm interested to see what we can find and like what we could, you know, really get to the bottom of oh, is that dude really an industry plant? Or like, what is that? What is an industry plant to you? You know what I'm saying? What's an industry plant to me? Like,
yeah, I mean, I guess I would like to, and I know this is kind of a little bit vague, not just regarding straight to Forbats, but you know, I think just in general, you know, it reminds me of like the silver spoon conversation, right? You talk about like this silver spoon generation, you know, maybe an individual that's like, you know, got this spoon fed situation, whatever it may be, but the idea that, is it a term that is meant to really deem somebody as it literally is an industry plant? Is it something that's done with intention, where somebody's like put into a position from like somebody that's in power, like on some Illuminati type shit, right? Yeah. Is it something like that, or is it more like a term kind of like that silver spoon is, where it's almost just a term to describe somebody who maybe started in a position because of their network, because of, you know, who their uncle was, their cousin, their dad, their fucking brother, whoever, maybe, you know, is that a term that just kind of describes that? So in my eyes, in the past, at least how I've perceived it is that it is that literal term of like it's somebody that's placed there. You know what I'm saying? So when I think about like what's that girl's name? Billie Eilish, I think. Billie Eilish. Yeah. So, you know, people are like, bro, they came out of nowhere, right? Like a little Pump that's like, bro, they came out of nowhere. And I know I talked to you about Pump a little bit before this, but you know, Pump had a fucking fat SoundCloud run. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, that was leading up to, you know what I'm saying, what was his blow up. You know what I mean? So, interesting conversation. You know,
what I think adds a layer to this too is that there's so many artists now, big and small, that like wipe their shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like as soon as you get like any traction, you just completely.
So that's a great point, because looking at 4Bat's page, right, specifically, that's actually one of the first things I was going to say is when you go to his first post that's on his Instagram page, which is representative of his entire brand, on November 16, 2023, he's posting Act 1, and the name of Act 1 is Stickers 99. So already the marketing off rip, Act 1 is already insinuating that there's going to be an Act 2 and an Act 3, which there is, and those also went viral, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if there's a 3. But I know there's a 2 for sure.
I think there is a 3.
Yeah, I think there's a 3. So, but the idea that like that marketing rollout is obviously done with intention, and is that done by somebody that doesn't know what they're doing? Like, no, you know what I mean? Absolutely not. You know, so if that's somebody that, whether that's a management team, whether that's somebody that just he knows that's in his family, whatever it may have been, but he could have had, like you're talking about, he could have had hella shit before this,
that,
built a little bit of traction. Yeah, and he could have built traction, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because there's an artist. I won't out him right now because he's like in the local scene going up. But there's an artist that is up right now, and there's music from like 2014 to like 2018 that is just like non-existent now. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of those songs are songs that I heard and what made me a fan, and that's how I know that they don't exist anymore. You know what I mean? I actually DM him every once in a while, and he doesn't even look at him. I mean, he's up, but I DM him every once in a while, and I'm like, hey, bro, if you still got that file somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Send it through. Yeah, so that's the idea too of you know, these people that get into a position, and then they do some groundwork, you know what I'm saying? And then they're able to get into that position where they wipe it and they restart, and it looks more like an industry plant situation because bro's got 3 posts on his Instagram and they're all going fucking viral.
How old is that first post anyway?
November 2023.
Okay, yeah, so that's beforehand. See, okay, so...
And then he went viral on November 24th. So look, he has... Look,
I
between,
swear he
look,
wiped
look,
it.
but look, what's crazy is between November 16th and November 24th, I don't know if the camera can see it, but it's literally like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like 6 posts in between that.
Shit,
yeah, on my life, bro. No cap. But that fucking For Shooters Only one, that's that 1.3 million, you know. And the ones before that, though, they're sitting at 600K, 700K, 600K. I don't know what they were prior to the... For the For Shooters Only, because I do believe that For Shooters Only got him some traction shit. But that shit's crazy, bro. Like, he's got these reaction videos on here.
Yeah, so...
You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking crazy.
So, to go almost back to the timeline, because you made a lot of good points in that. His first song right here on Spotify, the Act 1 song, is June 27th. That's actually when
of 23?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then November came.
That's 5 months.
That means that, yeah, he probably did wipe it after it went viral. He probably, whatever he did beforehand is probably not there no more. Archived, all that other extra shit, you know what I mean? But okay, we go to June. It's like you said, maybe he has somebody with him, and that's something that people were talking about too, because his manager actually works at RCA.
Okay.
So that's
crazy.
Big ass label.
Who is his manager to him? Does he know him, or did this manager pick him up?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. So that's definitely part of it. So June, he starts in June. I'm assuming, because like you said, the rollout was not from somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. So I'm assuming that she at least managed him at that time until now. Yeah. So let's just say she gets
he said, delete your shit, and we're gonna do this rollout. This is how we're doing it. You know what I mean? The song, and it's funny because we've had these conversations in micro things where we're not quite explaining it in the same way, but when we're talking to an artist and we're like, dude, if the song only has 157 plays on Spotify, you could re-roll that out. And I'm not talking about delete it and re-upload. No, bro, I'm talking about fresh music videos, fresh content, getting a For Shooters Only performance. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And paying the $3,000 that they want for you to, go ahead, shoot them an email and see what they want to pull up, because that's an investment. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. And so when you see somebody like this, 4Bats, and people talking about it's an industry plant, well, somebody had to pay that 3 bands, unless it was a phone call and they got that video for free. Yeah. Then... it's a different conversation. What's an industry plant? You know what I'm saying? But it's like the idea is if somebody really just paid the fucking 3 bands, you know what I'm saying, for him to do it, then it's like, bro, that sounds like somebody trying to fucking just get a marketing campagn together.
I definitely want to, and I definitely want to go back to that too, just because it's like even if she did have some pull on that, it's like, why wouldn't you use that? You know what I mean? That's kind of one of the things I think about when we talk about this industry plant shit. But either way, so June comes, and then November, you said it's 2, right? It's 2 4-shooters only, right?
Yeah, but the next one is in December. So he drops that first one, and that first for shooters only one is fucking...
It's like October or something?
No, it's November 23.
And then it's December.
And then it's December 20th, 23. Yeah.
Because it worked type shit.
Yeah, because it worked. And then it doesn't look like he did another one. But then he came out with that fucking...
With the song that went viral. See, and then the other thing... So the other thing that I saw a lot of, which I thought was interesting, was there was a lot of reactions from Twitch streamers, from like big Twitch streamers, which is like a huge thing right now. Like if you talk to fucking like teenagers, they're like, you know, so and so, the Twitch streamer, like they're all over the Twitch shit. They're fucking Twitch streamers right now are like the fucking superstars, you know what I'm saying? Like they get a whole lot of
watch. Why'd Grody switch it to me to burp? That was crazy. I'm like, anyway, sorry to interrupt you, Cheats.
No, you good.
I love you, girl. I know it's just you thought, regularly. I love you, right? You know I'm giving you shit.
He was trying to figure it out, but yeah, I thought that was interesting too. I don't know when that started. I couldn't tell like when the first reaction video was, but you know, a couple of those cats got big ass followings, and if they react positively to your shit, even if it's negative, really, you're probably going to get something from that. You know what I'm saying? So
okay, so does it count, cheat code? Are you an industry plant if you make music and someone in the industry, like Drake, wants to get on one of your remixes? Because what about the and there might be somebody with more information on this, right? Like I'm just kind of speaking on my ass because I really don't know for about the story. But what if it really was just bro put in hella groundwork and then fucking put in that 4 shooters only, and then Drake heard it and was like, this is fucking tight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then it really happened like that. What if it really, what if the industry plant shit is really all just a fucking sham and it's just people out here working hard using their resources?
So that's what I feel like the conversation becomes, because and I want to speak on that too, because the other, just before we get into that part of it, it's like he did like 3 or 4 things, bro, where anyone could do that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like you're saying, like it might cost you a lot, but you could go get a 4-shooter for the shooter.
We emailed them, dude. Y'all think I pulled that number out of nowhere, bro? Me and Vault emailed them, bro. Shout out Vault. This is real shit. You want to talk about some GroundWrk shit, bro? People always are afraid to lean into what works. This is that shit, right? The in the Vault Red Mic Performances is something that's a hit. You know what I'm saying? The 4 shooters only are somebody that provide a platform that's very similar, that has been around for longer. You know what I'm saying? So there's emails that have been sent off about numerous of things, but a lot of them are just inquiring of how to get tapped in with the people that are operating it, bro. But they're a fucking that's a business, boy. They got a wall. You know what I'm saying? They're hard to talk to, but I'll tell you what, they are very upfront with their prices. They're very upfront with the services they offer and the resources they can offer, and they're very upfront about the reach, and they're very upfront about the conversion ratio and the return on investment for an artist. I mean, they send you an entire bust down of it's a lot of money, but there's a reason that it's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So
that makes sense.
It's an interesting conversation.
Huge, bro.
Yeah, it's a huge platform, and it's broke so many artists now that it's one of those platforms that is going to be looked at to break artists.
Actually, look at it like that.
This is an early, and it's obviously broken outside of Northern California, but for our listeners that are in our area and in the Sacramento area, this is the type of platform that like an early Thizzler had, where it was like you could go to the platform to find good music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the only people that are spending $3,000 on a video are people that are. So I don't even want to say make good music, because it's not even that, but it's people that are serious about their shit in some light, to where there's some understanding that there is a niche audience for that sound, so they're taking that shit seriously. You know what I'm saying? And releasing that shit. So even if it's fucking some comedy fucking Lonely Island ass rap, it's gonna be sounding good. It's gonna mix good. It's mastered. You know what I mean? It's high quality video. You know what I mean? It's like this. It's something that can actually be consumed by somebody that'd be like, oh, that's tight. You know what I'm saying? So very interesting.
So from what I can see, from what I could tell, from some of you two and from some of whatever I looked at, he fucking releases the songs. The songs are only a minute, by the way. They're not very long. I don't think that was on accident either. Especially because they're viral on fucking TikTok. Like, that's where they first went viral at.
8 a.m. That one?
Yeah,
that one was going crazy. I heard that one hella times.
Hella times, bro. So the songs are already short. And then he does the 4 shooters performance. Then he does a second one. And now he's getting reactions. Whether or not that's paid for either doesn't really matter. as well. He's getting reactions from Twitch streamers, which is basically just advertising. So boom, for shooters only, Twitch streamers, TikTok in combination, and then all of a sudden he blows up. But the last part of it is probably his manager's RCA. Whether or not she like pulled any strings is one thing, but it doesn't matter because she got to a certain point for a reason. So even if she didn't pull strings, she knew what she was doing.
Right.
So she at least did. At absolute worst, she fucking handed him whatever she handed him, or at best, she fucking maestroed this shit. You know what I mean? Like, she said, put that shit on TikTok. Now you're gonna get a 4 shooters only, and then you're gonna get a second one because that one went fucking dumb. And now you're gonna have all these fucking Twitch streamers reacting to your shit. We're gonna ask them to react to your shit, just like you do on like No Jumper and shit like that.
Right. Yeah,
but No Jumper is not really, it's still relevant in terms of some stuff, but the Twitch streamers are huge right now. So you do that, and then all of a sudden you get fucking Drake's attention and Kanye West's attention, and now it's just. So all that to say, what is that? That's what you were saying earlier. It's like, does that mean he's an industry plant? Does that mean somebody like literally planted him there?
I mean, dude.
Or like you said, did he literally just use his resources and got super fucking lucky in terms of the numbers? Because we talk about the numbers thing too. We know that pretty much everyone in a big space inflates their numbers. But when you get 2 million, it doesn't matter if you inflate it to 10 because you still got millions of plays.
78 million Spotify streams since mid-December.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And that's what like gets people too. They also found like his Twitter is not that old. It's like less than a year old or something like that. But that's the conversation, right? To break it down like that, it's like, okay, is he an industry plant? What is an industry plant anyway? You already answered it, but that's what was always given to me too, is exactly what you said. Like somebody who literally was planted. And then I also get the other side of things where people are like, oh, the silver spoon thing, where they had a connection that they really utilized and then they got up quick and they didn't do any of the work or whatever type shit. So
bro's 20 years old.
20 years old, bro.
Okay, so he had an interview with Genius.
Yeah.
And he told Genius that he's been taking music seriously for 6 years, but procrastinated releasing anything until he got his heart broke. So he's standing on that Act 1 is his first song that he released.
Yeah.
That's what he's standing on. I don't know. That fucks me up a little bit, bro, because it fucks up my narrative of what would make that make sense, right? I mean, that's
why this one's so interesting, because it's I'm on the same side, bro. I don't believe in the term industry plant. But if there was going to be anyone that's on the fence, it's probably this guy. He's like teetering for me. You know what I mean? Because I don't really buy into the whole.
How come her LinkedIn link is broken? How come when I go to I try to go to the LinkedIn for Amber Baker, his manager that works at RCA? How about that link is broken? Someone got to send me a link, because why is this link broken? That's very interesting. Very interesting. I'll tell you that. Sorry to cut you off, but now you got me sold in this shit. Very interesting, dude. So bro's first song sent him over the top. I don't know, man.
So yeah, that's okay.
I don't know, bud. I don't know. That one fucked me up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
He's the one that's halfway. I was trying to see if like maybe there's any like old performance YouTube shit or.
I don't know. I was just trying to Google hella shit about anything before that shit, and I can't find nothing before Act 1.
But that could be a similar situation in the sense of like let's just. I'm not gonna say anybody in particular, but let's just say that somebody was coming to Freestyle Friday the last 4 or 5 years, and they just haven't released anything. Like, we know them, but like we know they don't have any songs out, and then all of a sudden they release 1, 2, 3 songs,
and it could go hot. I get that.
And then it goes hot.
Especially if they've already put the reps in other ways. Like when bro says he's taking it serious for 6 years but didn't release anything. I mean, that we do know artists that record thousands of songs. I got
thousands of songs on the computer, never gonna.
Damn. See, that's what fucks me up. That's why we always say. But you know what, dude? That's why we always say there's a million lanes to success. You know, and it's always like a funny thing to combat, go back and forth with. But you know, I stand on drop, empty the vault. Don't fucking hold none of that shit. You know what I mean? So it's cool to hear, you know what I mean, to hear the success story, at least what's being told as the success story of, you know, I made music for 6 years, didn't release anything, got really fucking good, developed my sound, came out, had a fucking dope marketing campaign, had a dope manager, knew how to lock in. Like, you know, it all makes sense. So, shout out to Movie. I don't think anybody should be trying to emulate virality. You know what I'm saying?
Not like that, no.
But that's my personal opinion, because there may be people out there that believe, look, I always get passionate and start holding the mic, but there may be people out there that believe that, you know, that's a way. And I think that's totally cool. And you know what I mean? Obviously there's been times that like this, like where it's proven to work.
Yeah.
But I think that is
I think that was an accident though too.
Yeah. And I think it's what we talk about when I say, you know, the bottom is crowded, the middle area gets more full, and the top thins out a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So you talk about less people kind of getting to that A-list level, and more people being in like that, creating a livelihood, making that $100,000 a year, making that $60,000 a year, making that $200,000 a year off music, as compared to the 90s when if you were making it off music, you were getting fucking sent into, you know, some sort of superstardom, you know what I mean? If it was in a real way. So because of the accessibility and shit. So it all makes sense, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I still don't believe that that's like the that should be like the primary focus on. Hey, let me try to fucking hold all my music for 6 years and say it, and, you know, work on it and then release it. But hey, man, look, it worked for somebody, so it could work for you. But I mean, if you release in 6 years and then it don't work, I guess you got to wait another 6 and try again.
Yeah. But yeah, I get the conclusion really that I feel like I end up at is it still just doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
There still was work being put in, whether or not it was a little amount of work or way more that we just didn't see. Like, fucking, we highlighted the videos, which is a big thing, bro. Like, that platform, if you guys don't know about it, like, if people don't know about it, like, that's a big-ass platform. And like you said, it breaks artists. That's not something that... There's not a lot of platforms that really do that anymore. Like, there's things that you could go get and be on, but there's not fucking platforms breaking people. You know what I'm saying? So right. I think from June till now, he made a shit ton of smart moves. Whether or not that was because he's an industry plan or not, because I don't believe in the term, I don't know. He's right on the line, like you were saying, but
his sound is all right. We didn't even talk about his sound, and I mean we touched on it, but his sound mixed with the 2024 necessity of video. Yeah, so like exactly. his sound mixed with his image,
he's got some shock value. You know,
is crazy.
He has a lot of the tools that would make something like this happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, I don't know, like when you think about you know, you think about like a John Lennon, you think about like a rock star, you think about like a fucking, you know, you think about like a for Sacramento, you think about a Mozzie, right? You think about like these artists that blow up in certain lights where it's like it's happened already.
Yeah.
So to hear this like crazy pitched up Brent Faiyaz sounding like R&B song coming from like this hood artist is crazy.
You got a poo on and shit.
Yeah, hell yeah, you got the shiesty on and the whole shit. So the shit is crazy. I mean, like you said, it has a lot of shock value in itself, and he's obviously a super talented individual. Figured out how to fucking that campaign is one hell of a campaign, bro. Like just looking at it looks like a major label rollout.
On purpose. That shit was on purpose. If you go and look at it, it for sure was on purpose. So in conclusion, I don't know if bro's a plant, because it looks like it could go either way, but I don't believe in the term. So it's like he did a lot of smart shit for sure too.
Yep.
And there's things that you shouldn't be following for sure. Like you said, like that viral moment can't get chased, because you can't really rely on that, and I think we can stand on that for sure. It can happen, but it doesn't happen very often. But what you can do is you could put music out on TikTok strategically. You could fucking hit up for the shooters. You could see what that's gonna cost you.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna cost you fucking $1,500 to $3,000, and if you have that bag and you have something ready to go, bro, on my motherfucking life, when I have it, it's up. Just like, look, this is hey man, look, we're gonna clip this because it's from my motherfucking dog. If you have $1,000, you need to tap in with Shooter P and get you a movie. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if there's a budget there for that shit and you're able to fucking create that shit, there's obviously ROI and value in these things, right? I mean, the Sinking in the Sand video, which was not fucking for shooters only, but doing things that legitimize you, doing things that look and sound professional, I think goes way further than what people think. You know what I'm saying? It's a conversation we have of, do you need music videos in 2024? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? You need micro content that's able to reach people on social medias. does a music video legitimize you as an artist so that when someone discovers your fucking micro content and then they click on that link and there's a YouTube video that's got a full length 3-minute music video, high value production, absolutely that legitimizes you as an artist in their head. Absolutely that creates a fan out of that person. Absolutely that makes them think you're an artist, so when they talk to somebody, they're going to share your music as somebody they're fucking with as an artist, as opposed to somebody I've shared or people I've shared in the past that are just doing micro content, which is not bad. But I literally have like Instagram posts saved that I'll like show the homies because I think they're tight. But I've never listened to these people's music on platforms or on anywhere else. It's never converted outside of the Instagram reel. You know what I'm saying?
Also, use your resources. Fuck that side of the industry plant conversation. Like, you fucking have a manager at RCA. Like, I don't give a fuck. Use that person. If those people have connections, like, why wouldn't you do that? Because you want to look cool? Like,
what are you, dude? What are you, fucking dumb? Are you fucking dumb? No, but real shit, dude. And so I'm on the same side as you, dude. If we're talking is 4Bats an industry plant, I'm gonna say fuck no. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely no. No, he's not. You know what I'm saying? And I think that there's resources that are getting utilized, like you said. I think that there's very strategic moves that are being made, whether or not it's from him or somebody that he's put in position that trusted with his career. But the shit's in motion. You know what I'm saying? And I think bro made some strategic moves. I think there was music before. I think he's lying. I think there was music.
I think he wiped it too.
Yeah, I think there was music before because he's talking about that's his first song. Even if he dropped under a different name, maybe that's 4Bats first drop, but he was 3Bats before. You know what I mean? And
we
it's
see
a
so many
song.
people wipe their shit. It's like, it's so easy to do that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, dude. All you gotta do is miss your DistroKid payment one time.
For like 2 months, by the way.
Yeah, you have a little bit of a window. You know what I'm saying? If y'all was wondering,
about like
for the hungry artist,
90 days or something like that. Anyway.
Yeah, dude. But whole lot of team shit, dude. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, bro. You know what I mean? If for whatever reason you catch this, dude, you know what I'm saying? Keep stepping, keep doing your motherfucking thug, man. You know what I'm saying? Because fuck it, bro. I know the internet is up in shambles about this shit, but that means you're doing something, bro. Yeah. Shambles. That means you're doing something, bro.
Yeah, tight shit. Industry plants, non-industry plants.
Yeah, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's what a motherfucking is, man. GroundWrk Live. You got anything else, cheat code?
No, I think we good.
Hey, man, check it out, dude. We're about 40 minutes out from the Zootcast, you know what I'm saying? Big motherfucking shout out. Big shout out to motherfucking GroundWrk Live. Big shout out to motherfucking my brother Cheat Code. Big shout out to motherfucking Zootcast. Big shout out to Grody and the motherfucking rock shit.
Shout out to Jordan.
Big shout out to me, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to you, me, we, us. Big shout out to Big Boss Bobby over there in the cut, you know what I mean? It's a whole lot of team shit going on. Look, man, shameless plug. This week we're motherfucking active. Tuesday we got poetry night. Thursday we got producer playground. Friday freestyle Fridays. Saturday the boiler room. The Tuesday after that poetry night again. The fucking Friday after that we got motherfucking freestyle Fridays again. And then the Saturday after that when we got the motherfucking Zoocast comedy night. So it's a whole lot of shit going on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? At the motherfucking building. GroundWrk Live is going to continue on these motherfucking Mondays. Shout out to motherfucking Zoots for popping up. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, here's a hot 4. Damn. Now they sinking in the sand. Now they know what it takes to be a man. Innovation and persistence when you execute the plan. Tell them don't hop off the porch if they don't know where they